Hi, I'm Ron Nutter, and welcome to another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter. This time, we're going to be setting up, like you can see on the title slide, the Sengled bulb along with Hubitat and using our StreamDeck. Now, still going to be working with the StreamDeck Mini, but I've also had to go get a full StreamDeck because of some of the other things I'm doing with my videos, but you don't need to worry about that. Anyway, this is going to be real easy. Sorry for those of you who watched the initial stream, had a little bit of technical difficulty that hadn't planned on, but as they say, let's go on with the show. So now we'll get over here to the IFT website, and we're going to have to set up 4 different applets. 1 to turn on, 1 to turn off, 1 to dim to 50%, or you can pick any number you want to, and then a 4th one to take it back to 100%, because that's the only way that I've been able to find to get this up and running. So let's go to New Applet, and we will type Webhooks, web request, and now we will call this Sengled-On. And now that we've got that, we will go here to Hubitat, and we will turn on a device, and we'll go down here and select our Sengled bulb, create action. And that's all there is to that one. So now what we've got to go do is we take this label right here, because this is what's significant. It says Sengled-On. We'll copy that, go over here into the test page, and down where it says event, we'll just click right in there and Sengled-On. Don't worry about it that it's in a different type font, because what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, and I've got it, well, I won't turn it on just yet because that's not going to be a good indication. So we will first highlight that, and you're going to have to, you can't just copy what I've got here, because this key is going to be unique to you and to the situation you're setting up for. So first we'll click Control C, and now we'll go ahead and test it. Okay, event's been triggered. So as far as if to concerned, everything's all right. So we'll go over here and go into Configure StreamDeck, and we'll go down here to the profile that I've set up for Sengled. Now I've already got the icons here. So we're going to call this one On, and we'll paste the URL in here, and notice if it says Sengled-On, and then we'll want to make sure you check access in background, because if not, this is going to try to open a web page on that little button, and it's going to be fun. So now we will go here and go back to that. So we've tested that. So now we will go back to here, and we will go back to my applets. We'll go to New Applet. And this Webhooks, as you can see, it's once you've been through it a few times, you can pretty much just zip right through it. So event name will be Sengled-Off, and we'll create trigger, and we'll click on the plus beside that, and we'll search for Hubitat, and we will go that, and now we will go to turn off a device, and we'll go down here and select Sengled, create action, and I'll come back here in just a second, and we click finish, and we're done. So now we'll do like we did before with Sengled-Off. We'll copy that and come over here to the documentation test page, and we'll just, okay, come on, there we go. It just had to go clear the screen itself. Sengled-Off, and events triggered. So as far as it's concerned, it's happy. So then we can go over here. We'll select Sengled and configure StreamDeck, and we'll go back over here. Now this one we'll just call Off, and we'll paste in the URL. Whoops. Obviously, I didn't paste the right one in, but that's all right. We can go back over here, and we just copy that whole line. That was a mistake that I made, but as you can see, it's easy enough to fix. So we'll copy that, and we will go back to Configure StreamDeck, back to Sengled-Off. We'll paste that in here, and as we go up just a little bit, you see where it says Sengled-Off, access and background. And then we're good to go on to the next one. So now here's where we'll set up one and make sure that says, okay, we'll make sure I hadn't gone to the wrong part of the page there. Now we'll click on New Applet, Webhooks. Now here's where we're going to set it. Let's pick 25%. So I'm going to title this Sengled 25. Now, I've learned from previous times that I cannot do a percent sign. It doesn't like that, so that's fine. So we'll click on that, Hubitat, and we'll do dim a device. So we're down here to Sengled, and we're going to say 25%. Some bulbs, even though they list a certain range, you may not really see that it's going to work well into that range. But anyway, we'll create action. And come back in just a second and make sure you click finish, because sometimes I've tried to test these and to put it nicely, it didn't work so well. So now we'll go through here and we will copy Sengled 25. And then we'll go over here to the WebMaker piece and Sengled 25. Okay, events triggered. Okay, that's good. And the bulb's doing what it should. So now we'll just copy this whole line here. Control C. We'll go back into the StreamDeck software. Select Sengled. It would be nice if it would remember certain settings. So we'll call this 25%. Now here we can do the percentage and it doesn't bother it. So we'll paste that and see Sengled 25. Okay, we're good there. And now it's just a matter of we go back to here to get that screen back. And then we'll go to My Applets, New Applet, Plus. And you can see it's really, once you've done this a few times, it's very straightforward. And we'll call this Sengled 100. Or you can call it Sengled Full. Again, it's yours to do with as you decide that whatever you want to label things. So Hubitat, now dim a device. We will go in and Sengled bulb, and we will go 100% and create action. And as they say, the pregnant pause, there we go. And that. Okay. So, yeah, we made it to applet. Gee, done several by now. You think we would figure that one out, but I know they need to do that, so that's not a problem. Okay, Sengled 100, and I'm going to do Control-C that. We'll test it. Events triggered, so it's made it all the way through to IF and then to Hubitat. And we'll configure StreamDeck, and we'll see the last time we go in here. And this is just a quick and dirty profile that I set up, and we'll call this one 100%, and we will paste that, access and background, and really that's it. I mean, you couldn't get it any easier than that. And I've been really, and I'm on an older version of the StreamDeck software right now. I'm probably going to be upgrading because I was trying to get both StreamDeck Mini and StreamDeck Full to work, and for some reason it's what I was trying to do probably will be fixed in a later version. But you know, it's going to be a matter of settling in and getting used to it. Thank you for everybody who's been watching all the videos. I've got more yet to come with what the StreamDeck can do. It's very versatile between it and Hubitat, and I'm getting ready, doing some preparations for a trip where I'm actually going to take the Hubitat with me, because I want to do some trial runs of some things on the road and just get a sense for taking it with me, working with or without an internet connection. And there's all sorts of things that you can look at with the Hubitat. I've really been impressed with it. Their firmware updates are not coming that often, which is good because you don't want to worry about doing it all the time. But again, thank you for everybody who's been subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. I would appreciate if you could like this one if you feel it was worthwhile for you. Would appreciate if you could pass the links on to somebody else that you think would benefit from it. And you'll be seeing on this screen here momentarily links to other videos that I've got that are related to this and just trying to help you have as much fun with your smart home as I've been. Thank you much for your time. We'll talk to you again soon.